What is up, everyone? Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Today we have a different kind of style video today. I do have a couple quick questions just before we fully get into it. One of them was, again, if you guys want to see certain kind of videos, if you could just comment down below. I am very interested in what kind of videos y'all want to see. Another thing is, tell me if you guys want to see more stuff like this. So if you comment that down below, if you guys want to see more series of this, I can make it like a whole playlist and we can make it like an actual thing. And another thing is, what do y'all want me to call you? You know, like we're starting to finally really grow like really quickly, and I really thank you all so much for that. We finally hit 800 and now we're at like 830. It's been like 2 days. So yeah, if you guys could comment down below some names for y'all, that would be awesome. And yeah, today is going to be a new style video. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna call it, but it's kind of gonna be like a fantasy series. I might actually call it that. So it's where I'm going to take figures and make them into like fantasy gears based on characters or just random color schemes and stuff like that that I wanted to do. So today we have Kenny Omega. So this is going to be kind of the main base for it. So we're going to use the GameStop exclusive head. We have a random, I want to say it's just a random Kenny Omega body. We're going to be using these hands. And then we have the Young Bucks figure here on the for the pants. We're gonna be acetoning all the designs off, and I'm gonna see if I can remove these boots, and then I'm gonna take the series 4 legs and see if I can pop on these knee pads and these boots, and also take off all the color there by acetoning. So today's plan is to kind of make a Green Lantern kind of gear. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the whole torso the way I wanted to do the design, instead of like a vest and popping it on him. So yeah, I'm going to have to like take off this piece and then this piece and color it or paint it all or whatever. So hopefully that will go out really good. And then obviously we are going to change this to just like a black hair or whatever. I think it will look sick. So let's get into the video. Alrighty, so first up, we do have some water in the microwave right now. We have it in for 3 minutes, so it's nice and boiling hot to remove those boots and replace those. Another thing that I wanted to mention was my neck peg was very loose. So what I did is I took one of like the earbud covers and I folded it inside out and I ripped off the thin like outside layer. And then just like that round base, I set on top, and there you go. And the head still perfectly fits on it. So as you can see here, this is with the headphone piece. So yeah. Again, we got that water in the microwave for 3 minutes, just so that's nice and hot. While we have that going, I did take apart the torso. I'm gonna wait for that water. We'll remove those boots and everything, and then we'll get acetoning down. And then we're gonna do the ring on one of the hands as well, stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Alrighty, so here we go. We have the hot water all set up. So now we are going to set the these legs in. We're just gonna fold the legs like this, pop them in there for just a little bit, not too long. Alright, so now that we have that, we are going to grab our little hand towel and kind of just dry it off here. I use this for like everything when I have like extra paint on my brush, stuff like that. If you're a kid, obviously get some help for this. Don't go and do it by yourself. There we go. I got one boot off. I got that other one. Let's just pull these knee pads off of him. And we have one knee pad. And we got the other one. Now we're gonna do the same thing here on these boots. I do definitely hope that these ones will work right. Like I hope the Kenny Omega boots will fit on these correct. Another thing is, again, I know I just said that, like, obviously if you're a kid, to get some help, because another reason is obviously the steam to this can be very hot as well, so just be careful. Now again, it doesn't have to be too long. It's just gotta kind of weaken the plastic so it's able to pop off. I don't think these ones are gonna work. Yeah, so I just got one of the legs off, and the lower leg is way too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Unmatched Series 4 Punk legs instead, and I'm gonna see if I can do this. It will increase a little bit to the height, but it still shouldn't be too bad. I should have figured that those wouldn't work, but I thought they were gonna cut at like right where the, hold on, like right where this started, but it like goes down to like here, so it's just really weird. It won't work, and it will make him like way too big. So again, we're just gonna heat these up. All right, so we just popped it out of the water. There we go. All right, so before we actually do anything, first what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna acetone off these designs, and same with the kick pads and the knee pads. If y'all have never used the acetone trick, they are very useful. This is the brand I use. You can find that at like Walmart. It's 100% acetone. You just put it on like a Q-tip, and kind of just go at it, and it will take off all that design. Now a lot of people will just paint over it, and if you do that, it is okay. I used to do the same thing as well. Obviously I didn't know about acetone at that time, but I really do recommend doing this first, even if it's just like little things, because like eventually that paint will chip and it just will look later on like really bad. So this works better in the long terms. And while we're finishing up here on acetoning, a little question that I had for y'all is like, what do y'all think of like maybe even if I do a like tips and tricks kind of video of like couple little methods and things that I use to make my customs. So if you could all tell me that as well. But now that we have these pants all down to black, it is time to remove the boot designs and the knee pad designs. All right, so now that we acetoned most of it off, that I wanted, all the stuff that I wanted to acetone off, I wanted to leave the outline, but there's something interesting that I found out with these boots. There's actually two different layers, so they didn't just paint the outline. So if you acetone this, it actually comes out to being the same color as the outline, and then it goes to like the black plain boot. So very interesting. I guess I'm just gonna have to paint over the middle, and what I wanted to do with the outlines is keep it a green. So we'll see how that will all work out. We're gonna see if that water is hot enough to be able to apply this boot still as it is, which is perfect. And then we're just gonna do the other boot as well. We're gonna put this one in. And then again, just dry that up with your hand towel. And then what I like to do is kind of like twist while pushing in, and then it's just on there. And then this is what that will look like once that's fully on there. So we officially now have our base. Let's just double check to hope that this torso fits on it right. And thankfully it does. Alright, so now that we pretty much have all that done and we're going to move on to the painting, let's just get all of this stuff out of the way. All the extra parts and stuff. And then we can now get into the painting. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna do the head first. All right. So I just got this little platform here set up, so I can paint him without me getting it all over. Now we're just gonna grab our brushes, and I'm not putting too much little details and simple stuff like this, so I'm just gonna do a plain matte black coat here. So I'm gonna use the Apple Barrel Black, and I'm just gonna shake the bottle and then remove the cap, and then I'm just going to use the cap here, and then we will start painting it up. Alrighty, we now have the Kenny Omega in the all black hair. We're obviously going to wait for that to dry. But moving on, we are now going to start working on the torso here. So we're going to start off with painting these two pieces here. So I'm going to do just the, not the chest, but just leaving out the shoulders. I'm just doing this part. I got the paint right here. I'm going to be using some more Citadel paint right here. This is the color and brand that I will be using. So let's get to painting. Alrighty, so we have the torso here painted in a in that white layer first, just so it's easier to put on the green coat and stuff like that. And then again, we do have this. Now for the paint that I'm going to use for the green, it is going to be this one right here. It is the Craft Smart. I'm not really the biggest fan of these paints. I think they don't really go too well. But this is the brand that I will be using, and I will be mixing in a little bit of the Apple Barrel Black paint as well. Let's open this up here, and I'm gonna pour it in here. Because I want a nice looking green. And the reason why I added quite a bit of the black is one, this Apple Barrel mixture will settle in with the Craft Smart, so it will apply better. And also the green will not come out how it actually looks for some reason. It comes out way lighter, and I think it's because I put it on a white coat, maybe, I don't know. Very, very weird. But this is the green that we got here. There you are. So now we are going to grab a brush. And let's see how this looks on it. Oh yeah. So again, as you can see like the white in the background. So you definitely have to add like multiple layers. So I'm gonna do this and the chest piece and stuff like that as well. Alrighty, so I have now painted the top all green and I hit it with a metallic spray finish. And then I went down and I did the Kenny Omega horseshoes on the knee pads, and I did the outlining of the green. Also hit that with the metallic finish. And then I did just paint these black designs on the side. I got to hit that with a metallic finish, but all we have to do now is finish up the mask, do the ring on the hand, and right here where he does the Green Lantern logo, I'm going to do the white circle, but I'm going to replace it with the Kenny Omega horseshoe. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The finished result of the Green Lantern Kenny Omega action figure. I hope you all enjoyed, and maybe you'll try it yourself. Hope you all liked the journey. And if you do try it out yourself, comment down below how it went. You could always also message me over on my Instagram. You can follow me over there as well, which will be linked in bio. If you go follow me over there and subscribe here if you did enjoy, and tell me as well, again, all the questions that I asked, names for y'all, and if you guys want to see more series like this, or maybe some tips and tricks, stuff like that. So yeah, this is the final result to the Green Lantern Kenny Omega, and I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Fly high and subscribe. Peace.
Look around, there's no one left to try.